My name's Bethany. I'm the Care Services Trainer at LJWB and I work as part of the HR team, and we wanted to share with you 7 simple tips to tackle working from home. Our first tip is set and stick to a routine. So without a steady schedule, the lines between work and personal time can get blurred, and this can be really stressful if you don't get it quite right. So we recommend follow your normal sleep patterns and your work patterns and stay consistent and create a schedule for yourself. So get up at the same time every day, make sure you eat breakfast and get out of your pyjamas and into your work clothing. Try schedule perhaps a commute time, so if you're no longer going into the office to work, you could use the time you normally take to travel to perhaps read, listen to some music, perhaps go for a bit of a walk and do some exercise instead. But most importantly, when the workday ends, stop working and put your work down. So make sure you shut down your computer if you've been working on a computer, stop checking your emails, and make sure you switch to focusing on home life instead. At the end of the day, make sure you get into bed at your usual time. Our second tip is make a dedicated workspace. So if you can, wherever possible, find a quiet space away from other people and distractions, so away from the television, away from the kitchen perhaps where the biscuit tin might be calling a bit. Get everything you need into one place before you start work, so make sure you've got all your equipment like computer, chargers, pens, paper and anything else that you might need, and if possible shut the door if you can, away from all those other distractions. Even if you're in a small or shared space, make sure you try to designate a specific part of the room as an area for your workspace. And lastly, get comfortable, where it might be tempting to perhaps stay in bed or sit on the sofa. It's much better to try sit at a desk or a table to do your work. If you don't have office furniture like an office chair, try using cushions to make sure that you're at the right height and that you're comfortable, and perhaps even use a box as a footrest. Tip 3, give yourself a break. Working at home can make us feel like we have to be available all the time for work, so make sure that you're putting in breaks throughout the day. This is really important to help you manage the feelings of stress that we can experience sometimes. So make sure you take a regular lunch break and make sure you take regular screen breaks if you're working at a computer. Give yourself time to concentrate on something else away from your work, and you'll probably feel more productive actually when you return. So this could just be 5 to 10 minutes of a short break, perhaps even just go outside into your garden and have a walk around, or just make yourself a cup of tea and have a break. If possible, perhaps use your work lunch hour as well, to perhaps either go for a walk or go for a run or a bike ride and just get out and get some fresh air. Make sure obviously you're following social distancing guidance when you're out and about, but working from home might mean that you're spending a lot more time without moving, so anything you can do to get yourself up and moving will make you feel a lot better. Tip 4, stay connected. So obviously working at home can be quite isolating, but there are lots of benefits as well to being there, so you might find it's easier for you to concentrate and really get down and do some work. But we obviously might miss the social interactions that we normally get when we're in the office with our colleagues. Obviously this boosts our mental health and that of other people as well, so wherever possible try arrange to pick up the phone and speak to a colleague rather than perhaps emailing, or schedule breaks and coffee catch-ups with your colleagues as well. Tip 5, set boundaries. So setting boundaries with other members of your household who might be at home with you as well is key to our mental well-being while working at home. Obviously let them know what your working hours are and when you have time to have a break and to catch up with them. Tip 6, think longer term. So unfortunately, potentially we're going to be working at home for a while for the foreseeable future. So think about what you could do to make improvements around the home. So do you need an office chair, or do you need to make a better space in a room for your workstation? If so, get going and get this organised as quickly as possible. Tip 7, be kind to yourself. So that's our final tip. Make sure that when work is done, find time to relax and take care of yourself.